Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're thinking about buying a home, you probably have a ton of questions about home inspections, what they cover, what they don't, how to find a good one. So today I have Julian here with me, a top home inspector in North Texas, who I have been working with for at least 9 years. I don't really remember how long we've been working together at this point. Remember?
It's been a long time.
I don't even remember how we met, but it's been a long time. He's my go-to inspector. He obviously has a lot of experience. But anyways, I have him here to answer the 5 most common questions buyers ask about home inspections. So, also, before we get started, we are trying brunch here at this Bruncheon Las Colinas spot. They actually have a really cute waterfront patio, but it's super windy outside, so we decided to come inside and get this adorable flower wall instead. So we're going to be trying some awesome brunch stuff after our little interview, so stick around. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. First up, one of the biggest concerns buyers have is how to find a great home inspector. There are so many out there. So, Julian, what should buyers look for in a good home inspection?
So for finding a good home inspector, one, you got to make sure they're licensed. It's a requirement in Texas that all home inspectors are licensed, and then that we carry insurance as well. So home inspectors need to have a certain amount of insurance coverage, so don't be afraid to ask if they are licensed and insured. Another option to look for is sample reports. So that way you kind of get an example of the type of work that the home inspector will provide. And then just look for Google reviews. What are people saying about them online? A lot of reviews, a lot of 5-star reviews will generally let you know that they are doing a pretty good job.
So basically, don't just pick any inspector. Don't just pick the cheapest inspector. Pick someone that's qualified and experienced to protect your investment. Next question. How long does the home inspection take on average, Julian?
So the average home inspection is going to take about 4 hours just for a home. And then depending on types of services that you have added on or that the inspector will provide for you, it can increase the inspection time. But generally plan for about 4 hours.
So tell our viewers, what exactly does a home inspection cover and what does it not cover?
So a home inspection is going to cover the whole home. So we're looking at your roof, we're looking at your attic, your HVAC system. We're doing a visual rendering or visual inspection of your foundation. We're going to check your plumbing fixtures, your drainage system. We're going to check available outlet switches and fixtures. We're going to run the kitchen appliances. We walk around the exterior looking for any distress on the property that's worth noting. And then on the interior, as we're going around, we're looking at the interior walls, ceilings, floors, opening and closing doors and windows.
Okay, so are mold inspections included, termite inspections, infrared inspections? Tell us a little bit about additional inspections that may or may not be included.
So mold inspections are generally not part of a home inspection. That requires an additional licensing through the state. And so if you're worried about mold, ask the home inspector if they're licensed to conduct mold inspections or if they have a referral to a mold inspection company. If you need a termite inspection, that is an additional license as well. Most home inspectors do carry that license, but be sure to ask if that's something that you're going to need for your home inspection. And then some other items that we don't necessarily have to be licensed for that we can check based on comfortability are going to be pools, septic systems, your irrigation system. A lot of home inspectors are doing infrared scans of the home, and that's just looking for missing insulation, checking temperatures with your the HVAC system with the thermal camera. And so those are all additional services that aren't necessarily required on a general home inspection.
So here's one that I think is pretty important, and that is going to be inspecting the sewer lines, Julian. So can you tell us just a little bit more about that? Because I know it's not part of this standard.
Yes. So checking the sewer lines, that requires a camera. It's a camera. We run it through the main sewer line, and it checks the main drain pipe under the home and in the yard. And that will give you a great idea if there's any breaks, root intrusion, or any other items that would be of immediate concern prior to moving into your home. That is an extra service. Most home inspectors aren't doing it. So if you're concerned about that, ask the home inspector if they will do that, or if you need to get a plumber to come out and do that.
So I actually think this is a very important thing to spend a little bit of extra on. I can't tell you How many times have you inspected sewer pipes and found cracks in the line and breaks? This is a very expensive repair for buyers to do later on, so better to know it up front. That way, if there's an issue, we can try and have the seller repair it, or we can just move on. So here's one that I actually hear quite a lot from buyers. Can a home actually fail a home inspection?
No. So homes don't pass or fail a home inspection. We go in, we take a look at everything, we compile a report, and we present that to you, and it's up to you as the buyer to determine if you're comfortable with the issues that are found during the inspection, or if you need to go and find another home that doesn't have a lot of deferred maintenance or major problems.
Next question. Should buyers attend the home inspection? Are they required to go to the home inspection, and what should they be looking for if they are?
Yes, come to the home inspection. We prefer that you try to show up around the last hour, but if the home is vacant, feel free to come in anytime. Take measurements, look around, get a good feel for the home. The more you look at it, the more you can fall in love with it, or find out that you may not be the right one. But definitely at least try to make the last hour of the home inspection, so that way when the inspector is done, we can do a recap, walk through all of the issues that we discover in the home, allow you to answer questions from those results, and make an informed purchase decision.
So how long does it typically take for them to get a report back from you, Julian?
So with all of today's technology, I'm able to provide a report within 15 to 20 minutes of the end of the inspection. However, we are required to have a report issued to you within 48 hours of the inspection, or whenever you get paid.
That's the key. Whenever you get paid, you have to pay the home inspector. It is a different cost outside of purchasing a home. He is kind of like an independent person in this transaction. So, there is money for purchasing a home, which we'll talk about. But this inspection fee typically just goes to the inspector. We really need to keep that in mind when we're going to get the report. Timing is of the essence if you want to negotiate any sort of repairs or seller concession. Once we get the report back, I'll advise that each of us review it separately. So typically I'll have my clients read through the report, and then I'll read through the report separately and take detailed notes, and then we'll come together and have a call. I'll go over it line by line, each issue on the inspection report. So we'll kind of go through it together and decide what do we want to do about it, not do about it, how important is it, make sure that we discuss all of your concerns about it, and in depth how we're going to negotiate the best terms from the seller, whether that's repairs, whether that's concessions. Sometimes there are bad houses and we just need to terminate. If you aren't using me as your realtor, which you should, but just in case, you need to make sure your realtor does this too. It is so important to go line by line over everything in the inspection report, because hello, this is the house that you're buying. So this is pretty important to make sure that you have an understanding of what's in this report. What could be deal breakers? What could be indication of bad houses? Which, like I said, there are plenty of them. I normally go for just an avocado toast anytime I go out for breakfast, but my lovely camera lady has insisted that we have to try half the menu. So here we are with half the menu. This is, what is this, Kenan? Blueberry pancakes?
Yeah, it came as a side.
Blueberry cheesecake pancakes, which was a side for something. Don't ask me what she ordered. This is caprese omelet. And this is chicken and waffles, but with apple dumplings. Maybe that's what this is.
Yes.
I don't really know.
Yes.
So we are going to try it. Okay, so we are first trying the caprese omelet. My fork here. It's really gonna turn it this way. What do you think?
I think she's gonna spot.
Thought it was an interesting choice for an omelet.
It's not bad.
Makes it
I
sound
like
bad.
I like the mozzarella and the tomatoes without the egg.
Honestly, I kind of like it, but I'm a healthy food person. So I like vegetables and all that stuff with the eggs. So, okay. What are we trying next here? We
Might
gonna
as
do
well
the
go for
waffles?
it. Yeah, go for it.
Ooh. All right.
And there's a blueberry turnover on top of it too. That's insane. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Apple turnover?
Oh, I'm supposed to be not eating sweets. So are we like cutting this in half? Or are we ripping it? Like what's happening? I totally rip it up. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, it sounds so Frenchy.
That's all you.
All me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to be on a diet. Kenan! You messed me up.
I'll do the chicken right now.
So good. So now my hands are like covered and sticky. Okay. We have gravy. We got strawberry jam and syrup. You're gonna here. Syrup in there for you.
Oh yeah, we got a.
Gotta douse it with syrup. Here we go. All right.
Just all over the place.
So wait, what flavor was that turnover? Was it blueberry?
No, this one was the apple one, I think, that was on top. It was so good, so flaky, so messy. My hands are so sticky now.
Okay, so now you gotta try the blueberry waffle.
We will.
He's trying
We totally will. My hands are sticky. I need like alcohol. Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, there's a croissant in here too. I thought that was chicken, but that's a croissant. Okay.
No shit. I don't care. I don't care.
All right.
That's the apple turnover.
Actually really good. Oh my god. I'm not usually a big chicken and waffles person, but I really like this one, actually.
That's good.
The apple turnover?
That's a whole meal in itself.
Oh, now I have to try it. Because Kenan made me blow my diet.
I didn't request this place, you did.
Oh, it's done.
I'm not a chicken and waffles person.
I'm not either, but this one is good.
Is it? Okay.
All right.
We're breaking
now
the third wall over here chatting.
Then we have the cream cheese pancakes. Over here. Whoa.
There you go.
Green cheese, blueberry pancake, blueberry cream cheese.
Yeah.
What is this? I just want to eat.
That looks good. I like cheesecake stuff. Or cream
That's
cake.
it. Blueberry cheesecake.
That's
what it is.
And then that was a side
And this was a side for something.
for the omelet.
Oh, for the omelet.
We're healthy with the omelet, and then
Oh, okay. So look, you're like me, you can get a healthy omelet, and then you're like him, you can get the. What is this? Blueberry cheesecake? Okay, blueberry cheesecake wallet.
pancakes.
I mean wallet.
Yeah, sorry.
I have no idea why I said wallet.
I mean, it's pretty good.
You like this one?
And I did tell them.
This one looks like it was your favorite. See?
That was really good. A lot of sugar on that one.
Yes, but I hate the phone. I can't see those. It's like.
I like the cheesecake stuff on it, actually. It is good. So,
Okay.
then I have an avocado toast, but I think that's kind of boring. So I'm not going to try my avocado toast on camera. I'm going to totally dig it. I don't want to share that anyway. So,
I mean, you know.
thanks so much, Julian and Kenan, my amazing camera lady, for your time today. You know you're my favorite inspector. You know you are my favorite title company. Chicago Title, just in case you need a title company.
Preston Frankfurt.
Preston Frankfurt office. Anyways, I'll get you the information. So now everyone on the internet knows that you guys are my favorites too. So if you're buying a home in North Texas, make sure you get a great inspector and realtor, but that's why you're on my channel. So, if you need recommendations, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is going to be in the comments below in the description. Or drop a comment and I'll get you that so you can find me on Instagram and get you that information. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more home buying tips. I'll see you on the next one. Bonus, if you want a free home inspection checklist, check the link in the description to download my free checklist.